Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. It's been a while, but we're back. Yes, so if you didn't tune in last time, it was kind of a special, weird sort of episode to celebrate episode 100, but as of right now, we're back on regular course. Narrative and stuff, you probably don't need to worry about it. Again, I just figured I'd do something a little bit different for episode 100. Again, for those of you who have seen a significant amount of the series, you might know that I've said a few times, I randomly thought about doing, just pivoting in scene. What if we had a weird thing going on in the background that came to the forefront? And I thought, we've not done that, but, we'll experiment. We'll experiment for episode 100, and yes, I'm recording this a little bit before that episode goes out, so I don't know how it'll go down, but I liked making it. Hopefully you guys liked it too, but I figured I'm going to release these back to back. So anyone who's not vibing with that episode can watch this episode instead. But regardless, it has been... Well, excuse me, but I don't remember giving you permission to... Can you fuck right off, actually? I would rather you didn't burn down my forest. Yeah, okay. Really? Fire patrol? Again, why you gotta do that? Why? I'm just gonna get up here, see if there's any more fire that I need to go put out. I'm praying not. He's like, hey, what do you think you're doing? Do you mind? This is why I sleep. This is why I come back and then the world's angry at me and it's trying to set my trees on fire and it's like, no, my wildlife. How dare you? Like, granted, I could just replant things, but still, it's the attitude behind it. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a force of nature. Yes, no, I figured I'd release these back to back, so anyone interested in episode 100 can watch it, but anyone not can see this episode. Seriously, we're not playing this game. Lightning. I get it was a fun game. Is that a torch? Is that a fire I should be putting out? I mean, thankfully thunder usually happens in, rain, so we should be good, but still, it's like, please, I don't want to be concerned of having to deal with the forest fire. I just want to vibe. I want to chill, catch up with the homeboys. But yes, I think I'll fill you guys in on a few things from last episode though, because I have a feeling some of you may be very confused, which would make sense. That said, it's quite dark, so I may actually go sleep if purely to put an end to the thunderstorm. That said, on that note, before I get into anything else, okay, I'll take these with me because we can probably probably overdue to sell to the villagers if anything. But yeah, see, like, thunderstorms happen in rain, right? So you'd think the rain would put the fire out. So I severely do not understand why Mojang added the lightning rod, given fires caused by lightning are like, it's kind of a no idea. Like, if it could thunder without rain, I'd understand, but it doesn't. It's, again, I take issue with a few of the recent additions. It's like, why? But it's neither here nor there. It's both. But... yes, so let's grab these as well while we're here. Gotta be, thorough if anything. And yes, but I don't want to fill you guys in on some stuff from last episode. Figure, we've been gone a while, so I may as well fill you guys in. But yeah, trying to figure out what I wanted to do for episode 100 is part of what caused the delay, because I kind of knew. If you watched the end of episode 99, we kind of knew where we were going, but I didn't have all the ideas in my head. So I wanted to stick with it and figure out what I wanted to do. And I think the end result is pretty good. Again, will some of you have been confused? Yes. I'm confused as to why there's still lightning going on. But yeah, I wanted to figure out what I was going to do. Because from the beginning I was like, right, we've thrown ideas around for a while. Bro. Why? If that just set fire to something, it's not raining anymore. So we should probably go to a bit of a fire patrol. Which is fine. It's a nice chill episode to welcome us back. Actually, I'll trade with those guys later. I prioritize the, unburntness of my woods a bit more than getting cash now rather than later. But yeah, from the conception of that episode, kind of end of 99, I knew what I wanted to do was an episode where we, for some reason, are back in the first world, basically doing a retake of that thing's finale. But that was kind of like it. It's like, okay, is that really a worthwhile episode 100? Because you don't want to spend the whole time, or at least the vast majority of the time, of an episode like that. Or should I say episode 100 of this series in the world of the old series. So I had to go away and I had to figure out a way to make it a bit more sense. Which is why you end up getting two weird little things. So yes, it was good. That's why we've got the admittedly better idea for episode 100 where we couldn't leave the house. But yeah, it's like, oh, do I let you guys in on the answer for that, or do I save it for when, like, in the odd event we end up surviving in the series until episode 200? I mean, so it's with movement like this, it's probably, you know, heavily unlikely. But I don't know, do I save it? Do I keep my cards close to my chest? Do I, you know, ooh, the questions, the decisions. It's like, I don't know. I suppose I'll point out the obvious in that thing, but yeah, no, there were basically 2 episodes. Well, okay, technically there was 3 episode 100s going on in episode 100. There was the episode 100 set up at the end of episode 99, where we go back to the old thing. There was the episode 100 you guys see at the very end, which is shown by us being in the melon farm, which is after everything kind of gets quote-unquote resolved. And then there was the other episode 100 where we can't leave the house, where we can't see what's going on outside beyond our immediate view for some inexplainable reason. So that was the idea, but yeah, basically it ends off with us in our melon farm looking at that sign, which is yeah, it just says "Fix Me." So if you ever wonder, you know, what the episode 100 in the third thing was, it was just us going around doing odd jobs and a little bit of a tour. You know, the boring one, which is why that's there. It does, again, does that narrative make sense? No, but hopefully it was entertaining. But yeah, there was 3 episodes of the 100s. There was the 2 that were conflicting, and then there was the one that, you know, we jumped to the correct timeline of after both of the other ones got finished and kind of caught up. Cause yeah. So yeah, that explains last episode for any of you who were confused. Didn't really think through the entire thing. I just thought, what 2 ideas seem cool? And I was like, can't leave the house and needing to get back to our world by redoing something we did ages ago. Seemed cool enough. And then we figure out the minute details later. Honestly, I would be a phenomenal TV writer. But let's go feed our villagers. And yes. We'll love arbor jobs. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed it though. Again, I'm kind of happy I did rewrite it to feature this world more. Because, you know, I know, I originally I was like, okay, this is going to be cool as hell, it's going to be a twist at the end of episode 99. Then I was like, actually, I should feature this world more. So I wrote the second half of that episode, which technically doubled the length. And I think it actually made it into a significantly better episode. So, who's to say rewrites don't help? Because they certainly did in that scenario. Now, come here, villager, I have pumpkins for you, and you're going to accept them. And you're also going to accept as many of my melons as you feasibly can, which is apparently all of them. Again, 27 emeralds, a horrifying thought, but one I will not complain about. Just like, dang, the stash is insane. We can make blocks of that stuff. And we have stroke boxes we just don't use. It's like, you ever kind of like slowly realize that we are immensely rich and just don't use it in the series? Because I do, and it horrifies me. Anyway, what should we do this episode? Because while I would love to explain the logistics of last episode the entire time while wandering around, I am aware that some of you will want to see me be productive. Actually, although while we're out here, I should say there was one scrapped idea I had for last episode, which I did want to I did want to make reference to, but chose not to, because I figured it would be too levity-esque. I'm not sure how I'd describe it. But where are you? There you are. Yeah, I wanted to come into this the sealed chest here with the Shakira bread in, but opted against it. Cause as funny as that would have been for that to suddenly become relevant, I didn't think there was a feasible way we could weave that in. But you know what? I got something we can do. Because for a while we've been trying to. We have a tree farm over there, right? But we couldn't grow this spruce tree, and we tried to relocate it over here and failed because that was there. So. Again, I suppose we can do odd jobs. I mean, why not? Why not? It's like, it's episode 101. Big momentous plot reveals there later. I suppose we can go try to sort this out. Why not? Why not? We'll even take the nice way. It's like, again, I love the base we've created. It just, again, it is crazy to think I built all this by myself, kind of mostly for myself. It's like, it's cool. It's nice. Still need to figure out what I'm gonna exactly do in terms of decoration for this room, or what we're gonna put in there, but we'll get there eventually. I'm sure. And hello, Mr. Turtle. How you doing? How you doing? You should have made an appearance last episode, but you couldn't because I couldn't leave the house. Oh, sad times. Either way, let's go see if there is a place where we can plant this in our tree farm, because I think we tried to stick to a grid kind of thing, but it didn't work out growing it as close to the jungle tree as the grid dictated it must have been, so... Yeah, and the acacia tree is really aggressive in terms of expansion, so... Like, I guess we can try here. I have zero clue if this would work or not, but it's worth a shot. We've got 8 bone meals. Come on. Really? So I'm gonna stand on here and look up, right? Look up. Clear. 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 Like, how tall are they expecting this tree to be? Like, it should not risk clipping that mushroom, unless it probably will, but... I don't know. Is this tree just stubborn? I don't know. Maybe it's the jungle tree. Maybe. See, the issue is I've got to grow up in between this glass, which, like, you know, I mean, like the station. I don't know how else we can plant this. Like, again, like, will the here be more feasible? Probably not. It probably like moan about proximity and stuff, which is slightly annoying. Very slightly annoying. I don't know. Like, we could technically demolish this tree here and have it planted there. Will that satisfy the requirement? Well, there's one way to find out, so we may as well. But we'll destroy this. You know what? I said I wasn't going to clue you guys, but I reckon I may as well. I know what it's like to not have your questions answered. So I'll fill you guys in a bit more with last episode, or at least the bullet point version if you want to know the abridged version of what happened. Well, basically, at the end of last episode, we get teleported to our old world, but this world still keeps going on in terms of episodes. So I'm basically split in 2 for the episode. But we, so there's the one that needs to get out of the old world to this world to, you know, carry on. But then there is the me who would have been here starting this episode regardless, who didn't get teleported to the old world. And basically, the game is doing everything in its power to make sure I don't leave, because it's up in the air. But I'm needed to remain in the house. I can't wander far because there's, you know, there's a chance I'm not in the right position at the right place where, you know, when the other me gets back, the actual me from the main timeline. So it stops me from this timeline basically doing anything productive. So everything basically makes sense. And then that ends with, you know, I keep trying to leave, but then it ends with us getting teleported outside of our house, but in a way that, you know, we get spawned up there, and it's left up in the air whether you want to say that me dies or not. Granted, when filming that, I did MLG water bucket it, but, you know, the me that's stuck in the house for the episode dies, and then the me, obviously, in the other world goes in the end portal, returns, and shows back up. But by the time he's shown back up, the episode 100 that was being filmed anyway by the alternate me, you know, that's done. So the other me can't return in time for this episode 100, so both of them basically quit out. Which is my way of saying this is never going to be mentioned again. So episode 100 was made twice, but, you know, the other me wants to get back to record episode 100 again, but it can't because it's already been done. So it breaks and jumps to just a completely different version of events, where I spent episode 100 wandering around doing menial tasks that ultimately had no impact bar that one sign. Which is to say, basically we have a cool adventure, and the plot reason for nothing happening is that the universe wanted nothing to happen because of any long-term ramifications, which I think is flawless writing perfectly. Again, BBC Writers Room, if you want me to write for Doctor Who, I'm just saying, I would be great. All set up, questionable, slightly vague payoff, open to interpretation. I'm just saying. The salary's pretty good. Again, the question is, though, is if I do want to do that again, I'm not sure what I would do. Because the last thing I want to do is, I don't know. That was like one of the few ideas I could do which involved just me. But, you know, the question is if I do ever want to randomly have, like, lore episodes in the series, what I would do for them. Because, like, again, setting up like a server and coordinating people, that was going to take way longer to get done than I would have liked. But I do have ideas. I have ideas and stuff that... Oh, 53, I'm if I do. I'm probably asleep before then. But I have ideas of stuff I want to do, but getting people to coordinate, to record, and act like that just seems difficult if I want to do it well. Whereas just me, not saying I give a stellar performance, but at least I can rely on myself. And I don't need to coordinate, like, timing of when people show up and skins and stuff. It just, I was in machinima groups years ago, and did we make some good stuff? For the time, maybe, but no, big hassle now. But I do have some ideas that would require other people. Like there was the original, I think, last episode that I brainstormed before I realised it was completely unfeasible, where at the end, that guy wouldn't get dropped down. He would still be trying to leave the house. But then, just randomly after we jump back to the clip of me jumping in the end portal, we'd expect that one to end. That me shows up here. And that would be where it proceeded from. But, again, obvious reasons. Didn't happen. Oh, finally! Okay, we actually got that to work. Go Buzz. Menial tasks, what can I say? I love them. But we know that there is now the safe spot. So if I were to just, like... Can I... Yeah, I'm gonna plant these 2 torches here on kind of grounds that... Actually, no, I've got a better idea. Let's put one... Yeah, let's put one here and then one here, and then we know, like, kind of plant it within that diagonal and we're good. But yeah, no, I have some ideas for story stuff if we were to do it again in the series, but I don't know what I do. I don't know if I make it scary or like a continuation or whatnot. I don't know, man. It's difficult to think about because I think if I want to make anything again, I probably would need to, unfortunately coordinate with other people. But it might be good. It might not be. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose that one was technically a continuation of something I made 2 years ago. But it is how it is. It is how it is. And yes. But I think that's enough yapping on that for now. 17 minutes in. You're very lucky I keep a wooden hoe in here, because I was going to kick myself, but no. Oh, the bone meal's already on hand as well. Past me, no matter what random timeline you are from, which the episode dictates you are, I bloody love you for that. Just keep a wooden hoe in there for emergencies. Bloody... Oh. Not to say I'm like some sort of mega genius, but what I am saying is I saved myself about, like, a 2-minute round trip to replant that single seed. So basically, I am saying I'm a mega genius. That's where we get it from. Anyway, let's go offload the stuff we just harvested to the villagers again. And yes, again, this is a very chatty episode. We haven't really worked on anything. We just kind of figured out where to plant a tree, but look, last episode is big, and sometimes you got to start small, Granted, one day I think it would be very funny if I skimmed through this entire series and ranked episodes in terms of productivity. I reckon that would be a really funny video, because I can guarantee you there will be a tie for at least. Still, I reckon if I did it between both series, this series would come out looking significantly more favourable, because this could be my memory betraying me, but I think in the first series there was an episode where I literally did just run around in circles and sell stuff to villagers. Which is like, okay, technically I was doing something, but you know what I mean? It's like the bare minimum. It was kind of yapperific. But, I don't know. It'd take a lot of time and effort and a lot of cringing through just, like, do something for an episode, but I don't know, I think that would be funny. But it's also equally, it's okay to not be mega productive in an episode. Sometimes it's good to just stop to smell the roses or plant a tree. Look at it. It's great. I'm going to get a thumbnail shot, actually. Look, who's to say we haven't been productive this episode? I mean, look. Change is being made right here. Bam. Bosh. Now, love how that looks in the distance, can I just say. I mean, I've said that since the beginning of the series, but that literally looks like oil from, like, Buildcraft. It's... Oh, God. As the series has gone on and I've been able to increase my render distance more, it has got, like, significantly cool to look out and everything else. It's like, there's the beach where we get sand, there's where we spawn in, where there's the nether portal, there's our tree farm, there's kind of where we sail to get more sand. It's... Again, you go back and look at older episodes, say if I did do that idea, and I'd be shocked at how low our render distance was, because, again, I think we were still running with pretty good shaders, but I didn't have as good a graphics card to support it over a wider distance. Whereas now it's like I zoom in on a tree over there and it's like, damn, that's fully shaded for what it's worth. Tree leaves aren't moving, but it's how it is. Still, I think we got a few minutes left on this recording, so let's stop yapping and lock in and do something. Or should I say, lock in and write some more stuff that we want to do, because I think that is key. Again, 100 episodes. We've done basically everything. I've walked around this episode and then some, and it's been cool, it's been sick. But let's set a few goals on our goal board for the next 100 episodes. or under that, but because again we've got this stuff that's carrying over that we need to, you know, do eventually. But I want to add a bit more. I want to add some stuff on that's just, you know, good there, just there. And I'm gonna start by filling out this side. I want to keep that one blank as a beacon to the fact that we cleared it at one point, but I want to clear this. So we've got beach furniture, but I now want to write beach house, or should I say beach hut? Basically that area that we were just running over above where we have that tunnel under the sand. I want to have a little hut on there. Maybe like a lifeguard thing, maybe a lighthouse, something like that. I reckon, ooh, a lighthouse would be good. I'm going to write beach hut, and then I am actually going to write, I'm going to write lighthouse and, you know, dock. I reckon these are things which, granted, over the summer period, we could definitely do those very, like, fitting. I reckon revitalizing that area even a little bit more would be pretty good. But then, you got here. This is like an iconic view, right? But I kind of want to spruce it up a bit more, but I don't know how. I don't know how. I want to do something here. Oh! Yeah, this is still here from last episode. I suppose we should probably add spruce rooms to the list of things. Granted, no idea what it's going to be, but sure, we'll write... Well, I have no idea what that thing was, but yeah, I want to write spruce room, just because, you know, the door's there, we may as well incorporate it. But I also want to make, we'll say fancier, I don't know what you'd call it. Fancier window view. No, we'll say better window view. I think that should... I have no idea how to phrase that without going over the edge of the sign. Impar window view. Oh, that, okay, finally we figured it out. But yeah, I just want to make the view out there quite nice. Just, you know, just add a little bit more life into it when you look out the window, but also when you're down there, add a bit more of an atmosphere than what it already has. Then, ooh, may as well fill up this sign as well. I kind of anticipating to get rid of that one. Ooh, what should it be? What should it be? What should it be? What should our final general aim be? Because we've done farms and whatnot for the life of us. Ooh, I don't know, actually. Thinking, like, stuff that we've done in the end, we've pretty much all done in its entirety. Stuff we can do in the Nether's in its entirety. Stuff that we haven't done in the overworld. Woodland Mansion, you know, we basically have that. We've cleared that out. We could light that up, but that seems like quite a boring thing. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna throw something in here, and it's gonna be in brackets. But I'm gonna say, we're just gonna do audience request. Basically, if somebody requests something first, I'll just throw it there. I mean, like, why not? Obviously, it's gonna be something that, like, I'm looking at. It's like, okay, I see the vision, but I may as well leave you guys with something there. But yeah, it is cool. Oh, also, I repurposed the signs that were here last episode into to farm and also to farm, just because I can. But yeah, I think those are some good goals. Definitely, again, we're giving that beach area a lot of love over the summer, which makes sense. But you know, over here too, I want to spruce it up. I don't know what way that'll be, but I want to make it a bit more colourful. We've got those sheep down there, and I want to make it really just pop. Just, you know, wow. And whether that's, you know, improving the window a bit more so we can get a more lateral view, adding in some colours and stuff. I reckon the next 100 episodes, if this goes on that long, or even the time before then, we're going to keep working and just improving this area, making it better. I do want to do something down here, but no clue what I want to do. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll move the dock around here and have like an access point through there. You know, the ideas, they're endless and they're on the board. So we'll just, you know, we'll keep ticking through them until either this series reaches episode 200 and beyond that, at the point in which I need to, you know, pack it up and end because it's gone on too long or it was interest, or you know, when we die. But until then, you know, we've got 100 episodes under our belt. This is the first one under our belt for the next 100, and personally, I think our prospects and like ideas and stuff are looking pretty damn great. So you know what? I'll take the chance and say that good things are in store for the next at least 50 episodes. So yeah, until next time, what's said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.